slow so I don't have to give away all these things. All right, I'm going to give away. All right. I'm going to give you a beautiful thing. I remember you.
Oh, great.
I sat next to you.
Yeah.
Not in your house, right?
Maureen sometimes says things she doesn't realize are creepy. You know, she'll be like, I know you. You know, I watched you sleep all night.
I'm memorizing all your faces.
Because now that sounds like she's going to kill you later, right?
I'm going to give you the microphone.
Okay. This is about lost souls. Spoiler. Does Sebastian actually care about Jason, or was it purely part of his plan when he captured him?
Does Sebastian actually care about Jason at all, or is it all part of his
A
plan?
slot question.
Well, it is a plot question about City of Lost Souls, so. Again,
Here's, not to, so you don't give away spoilers, during this whole answer, so you'll answer and I'll go, and that'll keep it spoiler free.
Okay. I never know. Okay, so I'm gonna try to answer without being spoilery. I would just say that Sebastian, I mean, he doesn't have feelings like people have feelings. It's very hard to explain his thought process in a manner that normal human people have feelings. Where people have, you know, normal people, we have friends and people we like, people we do things with, people we love, people we like to spend time with. Sebastian lives in a world of arch enemies and people that he tries to control so they will like him. So he doesn't really have any. Claire says something about it towards the end. That he's somebody who wants to be loved without having any idea that love was something that you needed to be earned or be worthy of. So I think that what he wants more than anything else is somebody who's kind of like him. He feels very alone in the world. Sort of like Frankenstein's monster, his father buried on him, and he feels there's nobody else that's like him. And it makes him very bitter and angry because he recognizes that other people seem to get enjoyment out of their human connections, and he is irritated that this is something that is denied to him. And so he feels with Jason Clare that they are the most likely to be like him, Clary because she's related to him by blood, and Jace because he's brought up by the same man. So he attempts to force connection with both of them to try to see if, you know, he can make them like him and what that would be like. But it never actually works. You can't actually mind control and threaten people into liking you.
You can.
Well, Maureen can. Sebastian likes Maureen.
You just gotta try.
Charm. Though he does have an enormous demon army and you don't.
Well, he should get a kitten.
Yeah, I think actually that would go badly for the kitten. I think I'd prefer that he's not get a kitten.
Can you do a short story in which he just gets a kitten?
An alligator that might love him or something?
I think it'd be great if he had a kitten.
Does anybody want to read the Sebastian gets a kitten story?
Yes!
I do.
I think Sarah Reese Brennan might.
Sarah Reese Brennan might? Yeah, she probably would actually.
And they could go on adventures together.
I'm worried about the cat. I have made a vow, just as a total random aside, that I will never kill a cat in my book. So I don't think I mean, I guess I have lots of cats floating around the infernal places because I love cats.
You'll kill
Nothing
children.
bad will ever. I do. I'm
You're fine with that.
I'm totally fine with killing children. I'm not okay with that.
I think we've learned a lot today.
I know nine is old enough to have done some bad stuff. Max, I'm sure he could have been running
He could have been up to all kinds of nosy
running
bits.
some kind of money laundering ring. We don't know. But a kitten is all
Innocence. It doesn't have to be a long story.
Okay.
He goes to the pound and then he's like, oh man, that little calico speaks to me.
I mean, you know, maybe the kitten would love him.
I don't want to force
If you
you
wouldn't
into
realize that he was a hard person, it might actually like him. But Sebastian's not really an animal guy. And so
I just want you to think about it.
I will think about it. I promise I'll think about it. I think that Maureen wants a kitten.
I want a
just
kitten.
displacing. But yeah, I think that that I guess you could say Sebastian cares about Jace in the sense that he cares what Jace thinks of him. He would like Jace to like him because he thinks that that's something that he would enjoy having a friend. But he just, you know, goes about it in a manner involving demon mind control. So he's never actually going to get the thing that he wants from Jace. And I think by the end of the book he realizes that. So now he's probably just takes him.
The troubled soul.
He's a troubled soul.
He's a very troubled
Like
soul.
the guy looking for a romance that's not going to happen.
I saw your hair first. Hand? I said hair. I actually saw your hair first. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm American. I do my best. I'm sorry. First I'm going to give you this exciting flower, and then I'm going to pass you a microphone.
I like the flower.
The flower, I'm sorry. I'm putting my arm in front of your
characters you wrote about in the books, which one has grown closest to your heart?
Oh, I mean, all the characters are close to my heart in a different way. I think they represent different aspects of me or people I like, or, I love them for their own sake. Tessa and Simon are the most like me in personality. Magnus is kind of the most fun to write. I've really grown to love him over writing him for all of these. He's the only character who's in every single book. Of course, I love Jace. I love Will and Jem. Tortured boys with their broken hearts are always something I like to write about. I mean, I love all. It's hard not to love all of the characters. Well, I don't really love Sebastian and Valentine, but they're necessary to the story.
How do you like Maureen the vampire?
I love Maureen the vampire. Maureen the vampire came about because Maureen was constantly on my case about Simon, and I was like, "You are like Simon's #1 fan." And she was like, I was like, actually, it was really funny. In the book, Simon had a #1 fan who went to all his gigs and was his only fan. And it was totally crazy. And Maureen was like, that would be awesome. And I was like, I could name her Maureen. So the whole Maureen plotline developed out of that. And I was like, the only thing is, you will find when you ever are people who decide that you want to be writers and you write a story and you're like, I'm going to use one of my friends' names, you always have to warn them. This character is probably not going to turn out the way that, you might hope. Like my friend Eric asked if he could be in the book, and then he was like, why am I such a jerk? I write this bad poetry, and, I'm so lame, my car is so lame. And I was like, I don't know, with a volunteer your name, you never know how it's going to go. But I think that Maureen is actually pretty happy that she's turned out to be a deranged vampire. She's on a killing spree through Manhattan.
Yeah, you wrote to me and you're like, is this okay?